Yeah. See question number 26. This question we have already discussed in the notebook, and I have given the same question in the last exam as well, right? You need to arrange the following particles in the increasing order of their E/m ratio. They're asking about E/m ratio of electron, E/m ratio of proton, E/m ratio of neutron, and E/m ratio of alpha particle. What is E/m ratio of electron? It is charge of the electron divided by mass of the electron.
Yes.
This is charge of the proton upon mass of the proton. We already know the charge of electron and charge of proton are same. And the mass of proton is 1836 times mass of electron. So from comparing these two, I can say the E/m ratio of the proton is 1 by 1836 times E/m ratio of electron. Agreed? Or the E/m ratio of proton is less than the E/m ratio of electron. What is the E/m ratio of neutron? It is 0 because the charge is 0. Alpha particle, it is 2 times charge of the proton. What is alpha particle? It is helium-2 positive. And what is the mass number of helium? It is 4. 4 times mass of proton. So it is half of E/m ratio of proton, or I can say charge of electron divided by 1836 times mass of electron. So compare these three values. This is 1 upon 1836 times mass charge of electron upon mass of electron. This is 1 by 2 into 1836 times of charge of electron upon mass of electron. So out of these four, the highest E/m ratio is for electron. The least is for neutron because the charge is 0. उसके बाद proton, उसके बाद alpha. So neutron has to be lesser than alpha, less than proton, less than electron. This is option D. Agreed? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Question number 27. Yellow light is more energetic than Vibgyor, VIBGYOR. बस इतना ही आपको जानना है. As you go from left to right, what happens to wavelength? Wavelength increases. What happens to frequency? Frequency decreases. And what happens to energy? Energy also decreases. Okay. So they are saying that yellow light is more energetic than. It will be more energetic than either orange or red. So orange is not in the option, red is in the option. So you can mark the answer as red. Okay. Okay. So first two questions are easy questions. Everyone has to get that right. Question number 28. This is also an easy question. They're asking the ratio of energies of two photons. Energy of photon having 2000 angstroms as wavelength divided by energy of photon having 4000 angstroms as wavelength. What is the formula for energy? E is equals to h nu, which is equals to h nu 1 upon h nu 2 put kar sakte ho, but you are given wavelength. So this is hc upon lambda 1 divided by hc upon lambda 2. hc cancel hoga, which is lambda 2 upon lambda 1. What is lambda 2? 4000 angstroms. Lambda 1 is 2000. So the answer is 2:1 or 2 upon 1. So answer is C.
Yes.
Okay. Question number 29. Others also, please put your video on. Yeah. Question number 29. A 1000-watt radio transmitter operates at a frequency of 880 kilocycle per second. Cycle per second matlab nothing but 1 hertz. Kilo matlab 10 power 3 kilocycle per second. If you are confused with this unit, what is meant by kilocycle per second? What is the unit for frequency? It is nothing but number of revolutions per second or number of cycles per second. Kilocycle per second matlab kilo is 1000. So they have given the frequency as 880 into 10 power 3 hertz. Okay. They're asking how many photons per second does it emit. आपको ऑलरेडी मैंने एक क्वेश्चन दिया था, हाउ टू इंटरप्रेट पावर. द यूनिट ऑफ पावर इज watt, which is equal to 1 joule per second. Okay, what is meant by 1000 watt then? 1000 watt equal
1000
equals
joules
to
per second.
1000 joules per second. मतलब in 1 second it is emitting an energy of 1000 joules. This 1000 joules of energy will be because of some n number of photons. So this 1000 joules must be equal to n times h nu. It is because of some n number of photons. So 1000 equals to n into 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34 into what? This is the value of h. You need to remember the value of h. Into what is the value of nu? It is 880 into 10 power 3. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So यहाँ पे 10 power 3, 10 power 3 ये cancel हो जाएगा. So n क्या हो गया आपको? It is 10 power 34 upon 6.625 into 880. Okay, which is equals to, I can put this as 10,880 into 6. 880 into 6, it's 6 of 48. So it will be of the order 4,000 or 5,000 na? This will be of the order some 5,000 or 6,000 kuch मान लेते हैं. So I can write this as 10,000 divided by 6.625 into 10 power 30, sorry, 6.625 into 880 ऊपर 10 power 30 लिख सकता हूँ. Rather than writing that as 10 power 34, I'm writing that as 10 power 30 into 10,000. 880 into 6.625, it will be of the order 5,000 or 6,000 कुछ तो रहेगा. So 10,000 upon 6,000, it has to be 1 point something ना, and 10 power 30 होना चाहिए. No need to calculate. See, no need to calculate the entire thing. This is the order 10 power 30. 10 power 30 में देखो एक ही option है. I think the answer is B. Is the answer B?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in the exam, you
Yes.
can save a lot of time. No need to calculate the exact value. Please observe. Please observe how I am solving. Okay. Sometimes you may or may not solve the entire question. मतलब last तक solve करने की जरूरत नहीं. यहाँ पे 10 power 30 है, यहाँ पे भी 10 power 30 है. If you have another option in terms of 10 power 30 and it is close to 1.7, then you need to solve this exactly or accurately. अभी यहाँ पे जरूरत नहीं है. समझ में आ रहा है? 880 into 6, it is in the order of 5,000 or 6,000. 10,000 upon 5,000 or 6,000. कितना आएगा? 1 point something ही आएगा. So option B is the right answer. Okay. Question number 30. Question number 30 भी वही करना है आपको. n times h nu के ऊपर ही कुछ करना है. Eyes of certain members of reptile family pass a visual signal to the brain when the visual receptors are struck by photons of wavelength 890 nanometers. If a total energy of 3.15 to 10 raised to minus 14 joules is required to trip the signal, what is the minimum number of photons that must strike the receptor? So this energy, this entire energy total must be equal to, what must be E total equals to? N times h nu. So the total energy is given as 3.15 into 10 raised to minus 14. This must be equal to n into h nu, but they have given wavelength. So I will be writing this as nhc upon lambda. 3.15 into 10 raised to minus 14 equals to n into what is the value of hc? 2 into 10 raised to minus 25. Lambda is 890 into 10 raised to minus 9 meters. Okay. Because the units for hc is joule meter. Meter mein hai, hence I need to substitute the lambda also in terms of meters. 890 into 10 raised to minus 9 meters. Okay, good. So let's cancel out some things. 10 raised to minus 9. This will be 10 raised to minus 16 होगा. Agreed? Everyone? Okay. 10 raised to minus 16. ये 10 raised
Yes,
to
sir.
minus 16 है तो this will become 10 part 2. Agreed? So this is 315 into 890 divided by 2 n equals to. Clear है? So
Yes.
315 into 890 upon 2, it should be of the order 10 power 5 ही है ना. ये जो 141 और इसके बाद आपको 3 zeros आएगा. I think C has to be the right answer. Is C the right answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ये उतना बड़ा वैल्यू तो नहीं आएगा ना. ये तो 10 power 9, 10 power 19, 10 power 10 है. इतना बड़ा तो नहीं आएगा. Please solve this. This is 445 into 315. So it is 141,000. उसके आसपास में रहेगा. Option C. Okay. You may not get this exactly because we are taking an approximation here. 2 into 10 raised to minus 25. But all the options are far to each other. So जो पास में आता है, that will be the right answer. Okay. Okay. Similar question I have discussed in Saturday's lecture also. Same question. In fact, same question है. Just you need to remember, very, very, very important. Please remember these two relations forever. Total energy is equals to minus kinetic energy. 2 times total energy is equals to potential energy. From this, I can write Ke is equals to minus potential energy upon 2. So if they have given you kinetic energy as x changing to x by 4 Ke, I can write potential energy is changing from minus x by 2 to यही है ना, minus x by 2 to sorry potential energy is यहाँ पे kinetic energy को ही लिख रहा हूँ मैं. I'm sorry. So from this, what is the potential energy? It is minus 2 times kinetic energy.
Yes,
So
sir.
2 times kinetic energy मतलब minus 2x होगा ये. Minus 2x changing to minus x by 2. So what is the change? Minus x by 2 minus of minus 2x implies 2x minus x by 2, which is equals to 3x by 2. Okay, same question we have discussed. So आपको आंसर याद भी है, आपको टिक कर सकते थे. Okay. Okay. This is also, I think we have discussed 32 or 33. ये दोनों भी discuss किया हमने. The potential energy of the electron in the hydrogen orbit is minus 6.8. Indicate in which excited state the electron is present. If potential energy is minus 6.8, what is the value of total energy? It will be minus 3.4. Minus 3.4 मतलब RH that square upon n square में n क्या होना चाहिए? N has to be equal to 2. Minus 13.6 divided by 4 is minus 3.4. Minus 13.6 divided by 9 is minus 1.51. Okay, remember these values, energy values. So the answer has to be in which excited state they're asking. They're not asking about which orbit. N equals to 2 orbit is which excited state? First excited state. So it has to be A. Those who have marked the answer as second, that is wrong. They are not asking about the orbit. They're asking about the first excited state. Second orbit is the first excited state. Third orbit is the second excited state, so on and so forth. Agreed? Okay. In this, for this question, please tell me how many of you have marked option B? Okay, so please read the question properly. They're asking about the excited state. Okay, आप लोगों ने सही सॉल्व किया होगा, but you have marked that wrong. Okay, question number 33. What is the potential energy of an electron present in N shell? What is N shell? K L M N. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth shell. They're asking about the potential energy. So it is 2 times total energy. So it is 2 into minus 13.6 into Z square, which is 4 square upon N square, which is again 4 square. So it is minus 27.2 electron volt. Same question we have done in the class. Okay. Question number 34. The kinetic and potential energy of electron present in third orbit of hydrogen atom. Third orbit, what is the energy of the electron? E3 is minus 1.51. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Please remember these values. याद ही रख लेना आप लोग. एग्जाम में कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो, but it will save you time. This is for hydrogen atom. It is minus 1.51 electron volt. What is potential energy equals to 2 times E3? What is Ke equals to minus E3? So kinetic energy is 1.51 and potential energy is minus 3.02. So answer has to be B. Okay. Clear hai? Everyone,
Yes, sir.
remember all of these results. Important hai. Only these type of questions will be asked in board theory in any of the exam. May it be NEET, BITSAT, JEE Mains, JEE Advanced में इतने easy questions नहीं रहेंगे, but these formulas will be used. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, question number 35. The ratio of velocity of the electron, I think this is a key change. The ratio of velocity of the electron in the third and the fifth orbit of Li2 positive. Velocity is proportional to Z upon N. So third orbit V3 upon V5 is equals to Z दोनों में same है, or else in both the cases the velocity is asked in Li2 positive, which is having Z equal to 3.
Yes.
3 by 3 upon 3 by 5. 3 और 3 cancel किया तो which is equals to 5 upon 3. So the answer has to be 5:3, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
option B. Okay. 36. Again, easy question.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, they have given the correct option as C, I think.
Yeah, I have changed the key.
Okay, sir.
change किया है ना, बाकी लोग बाद में चेक किया. Key
हाँ,
change
B
किया है.
B
B आता है. B आता है. Very good. I have changed the key. Once cross check your results. Question number 36. The number of photons of light having wave number X is 10 joules of in 10 joules of energy source. Total energy must be equal to n times h nu, which is equals to n times hc upon lambda, which is equals to nhc into nu bar. Okay, so 10 equals to nhc into x हो गया, because the wave number is given as x. Remember, this is wave number. Wave number is 1 upon lambda. Okay, so they are asking about n. N is equals to 10 upon h into c into x. Option C. Clear? Okay. Question number 37. The ionization potential for an electron in ground state of hydrogen atom is 13.6. ये information दिया है, but without giving you this information also, you already know this. It is 13.6. Agreed? What would be the ionization potential for the electron in the first excited state? First excited state मतलब n equals to 2. n equal to 2 में what is the energy of the electron? It is minus 3.4. Agreed? So minus 3.4 को आपको 0 करना है. So the answer is plus 3.4. Option C. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Directly you can do this. No need to use that information given, whatever information given.
Yes, sir.
The information is given for the value of RH. RH का value in case आपको याद नहीं है तो इस information से you need to know the RH value is 7.6. Okay, ठीक है. Yeah, this question number 38. How many of you got this question right? Okay, good. They're asking, according to Bohr's theory, the angular momentum of the electron it is directly proportional to. ये जो MVR है, MVR equals to NH upon 2 pi, or the angular momentum is proportional to N लिख सकता हूं मैं. Okay, we know that radius is proportional to N square upon Z, na? So it is proportional to N square. So in order to get the value as N, what you should do? You should take the root of R. So it will be proportional to root R. Agreed? This is proportional to N, and H upon 2 pi matlab it is proportional to N because H upon 2 pi are constants. And radius is proportional to N square upon Z. So in order to get the value of N, in order to get the value as N, what you need to do? You need to take the root of R. So root R becomes proportional to N upon root Z. So I am taking that Z as a constant for a given element. If you are taking that for given element, Z will be a constant. Agreed? Okay. So it is proportional to root R. So answer is option D. आया समझ में? Good. Question number 39. This question is also a good question. How many of you got this right? Question number 39. How many of you got this right? Very good, Shivdatta. Ishan good. Karthik good. Rinal good. This is a good question. Good question. If same energy is supplied to the electron in ground state of hydrogen atom as well as helium positive, electron jump to fifth main shell in hydrogen. So what is the energy supplied? E5 minus E1 in case of hydrogen ना दोनों को same energy supply किया, but यहाँ पे हमको दिया है hydrogen में fifth shell में गया. So what is the energy supplied? It is E5 minus E1, which is 13.6 into 1 by 1 square minus 1 by 25.
Yes, sir.
5 square. So what? Tell anyone, please calculate and tell me this value. 24 upon 25. 36 into 24 upon 25.
सर बाद में वो कैंसिल ही होता है 13.6.
बाद में वो कैंसिल ही होता है. ओके, देखते हैं एक मिनट.
सर वो 13.05 समथिंग आता है.
13.05 समथिंग आता है. ओके, 13.056. ओके, वेरी गुड. This is 13.056 electron volt. Please tell me energies of different orbits in helium atom. Please tell me energies of different orbits in helium atom. First orbit's energy is minus 13.6 into Z square upon N square na. So you need to multiply that with Z square. Z square मतलब 2 square. यहाँ पे minus 13.6 into 2 square 4 हो जाएगा. What is the value of first orbit? Minus 54.4 na. Agreed. What is the energy of the second orbit? Minus 13.6. Z square is also 2 square. N square is also 2 square. It is minus 13.6. What is the energy of the third orbit? Minus 13.6 into 4 by 9 na. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell me the value of it? यहाँ पे -13.6 इंटू 4/4 स्क्वायर 16 हो जाएगा. 4 कैंसिल. -13.6 अपॉन 4 इज -3.4. एग्रीड? -3.4. okay. -13.6 into 4/9. Okay, please tell me the value of it, anyone. Please calculate and tell me the value. It is
6.04.
Very good. It is equals to -6.04. Very good. Okay. देखो. Now you are instanting a photon of energy equals to 13.5056. So whenever you are instanting a photon on energy equals on an electron which is present in n equals to 1, in both the cases it is present in ground state. Okay. If I am increasing its energy by 13.056, उसका एनर्जी कितना होगा? इनिशियली -34.4 है, -54.4 है. Now I am adding an energy of 13.056. So the energy will become almost 51.35 types, na? Agreed? It is 51 point something. Agreed? -51 point something. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Is there any orbit? Is there any orbit having energy -51.35? In the helium atom, is there any orbit having energy -51.35? You are having energies in these values: -54.4, -13.6, -6.04, -3.4. If there is no energy available, if there is no orbit available of energy -51.35, will the electron absorb this particular photon?
No.
No, right? That particular photon will be transmitted and that can be seen in the band spectrum. Okay. If I'm incidenting that particular photon won't be accepted by the electron. What is the reason for that? Because there is no orbit available. So what can I say? The final orbit of electron in helium positive is first only. There won't be any jump. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone. Okay. So you need to calculate, मतलब no need to इसको भी फॉर्मूला में अप्लाई करके सिमिलर एनर्जीज अप्लाई करके ट्राई टू गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ n. If you try to get the value of n, you will never get an integer. You will be getting some fraction only. Okay, आप लोग एग्जाम में कैलकुलेट करने के लिए कोशिश किया तो if you have equated this to 13.6 z square into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square and you try to calculate n, you can never get the value of n as an integer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
इसका मतलब there is no orbit available. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Please put our video on, everyone. Okay. Question number 40. Question number 40 के लिए already we have seen कुछ calculations करके we have seen the distance between the consecutive radii. है ना? Spacing between the orbits is maximum in the case of, as you go away from the nucleus, what happens to the spacing? The spacing keeps on decreasing, right? Because radius is proportional to n square upon z. है ना? Will the spacing keep on decreasing? What is the radius of the first orbit? 0.529. What is the radius of second orbit? 2.12, I guess. Okay, n square upon z. What is the radius of the third orbit? 0.529 into n square. It is 3 square 9. What is 0.529 into 9? Acha, the spacing keeps on increasing. Yeah, 0.529 into 9. Yeah, 4 point है क्या कुछ? 4 point. With respect to energy, the spacing keeps on decreasing. With respect to radius, the spacing keeps on increasing. Yeah. 4 point कितना answer? 5 something.
7 something.
76. Okay, 4.76. यहाँ पे देखो 2.12 minus 0.529. it is lesser when compared to 4.76 minus 2.12. So what has happened to the spacing? It got increased, na? यहाँ पे it is 1 point something, यहाँ पे it is 2 point something. This is 1 point something, this is 2 point something. So this has to be greater than this. Okay. So 2 और 3 के बीच में जो difference है, it is greater when compared to 2 and 1. So obviously 4 and 3 will be greater when compared to 3 and 2. And 5 and 4 will be greater when compared to 4 and 3. Agreed? So the answer has to be D. Clear hai? Or else you can simply compare 0.529 into 2 square minus 1 square है. Next वाला क्या होगा? 3 square minus 2 square होगा. Next वाला क्या होगा? 4 square minus 3 square. And the other is 5 square minus 4 square. I think 5 square minus 4 square is the highest.
Yes,
2
sir.
square minus 1 square is 1. 9 minus 4, 5. 16 minus 9, 7. 25 minus 16, it is 9. यहाँ पे 3 होगा, sorry, it is 3. 3, 5, 7, 9. Next वाला 11 होगा, 13 होगा, so on so forth. So this is the highest. Okay? Agreed?
Yes, sir.
41 में they're asking about the spacing with respect to energy. मतलब you need to see for the difference of energies. In this case, the answer has to be 1 and 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay. और ऐसा भी देख सकते हैं, energy is inversely proportional to radius. More is the radius, less will be the energy. Agreed? So वो 4 and 5 है तो ये 2 and 1 होना चाहिए. और else आपको energy का values already पता है. What are the energy values? Minus 13.6, minus 3.4, minus 1.51, so on so forth. So 13.6 minus 3.4 is larger value when compared to 3.4 minus 1.5. Agreed? So answer is A, option A. समझ में आया question? With respect to energy मतलब you need to see E2 minus E1. Here you need to see E3 minus E2, E4 minus E3, E5 minus E4. Clear? Okay, question number 42. There is a transition from n equals to 2 to n equals to 1. Hydrogen spectrum का question है ये. N equals to 2 to n equals to 1. So it falls in which region? Lyman region? Lyman series?
Ultraviolet.
Lyman series belongs to UV region, option B. Okay. They need to mention that as hydrogen atom. If it is in any other atom, we need to calculate and see. Okay. Only in hydrogen atom, Lyman series belongs to UV region. Balmer series belongs to visible region. And rest all other series belongs to infrared region. Okay. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question number 43. I think this question we have discussed. 2n2 plus 3n1 का दिया है 18. 2n2 minus 3n1 is given as 6. So if I'm subtracting, 6n1 has to be 12 or n1 क्या हो गया? 2. If n1 is 2, what is the value of n2? It is 6. 6. So the transition is from 6 to 2, which is equivalent to 5 to 1. So the formula is 5 into 5 minus 1 divided by 2, which is equals to 10. Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
That formula n into n minus 1 by 2 can be applied if and only if the transition is from some n equals to n to n equals to 1. The lower state has to be 1. If it is not 1, convert that into 1 by subtracting some value. 2 को 1 में convert करने के लिए I need to subtract 1. So similar value must be subtracted from this. 6 से 1 subtract कर लो, you will get 5. So 5 to 1 is equivalent to 6 to 2. The number of lines in 6 to 2 will be equal to 5 to 1. The energies of photons may be different. Okay? So the answer is 10. Option A. Okay. Find the value of wave number in terms of Rydberg constant R when the transition of electron takes place between two levels of helium plus ion whose sum is 4 and difference is 2. They are not saying N2 is equals to 4 and N1 is equals to 2. The sum is 4. मतलब N1 plus N2 जो है, it is 4. Difference मतलब higher orbit minus lower orbit. N2 minus N1. N2 minus N1 is given as 2. Add both of things. 2 and 2 is 6, or N2 has to be 3. If N2 is 2, N2 is 3, N1 क्या हो जाएगा? 1 हो जाएगा. So 1 by lambda is equals to, what is the formula? 1 by lambda is equals to R Z square into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. 1 by lambda ही पूछा है हमें, which is equals to कितना होगा? 32 R upon 9. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So answer is option B. ये भी हो जाना चाहिए. Okay. You just need to calculate the values of N1 and N2. Those who have substituted N1 as 2 and N2 as 4, वो गलत होगा answer. They have given the sum as 4 and the difference as 2. So from that data, you need to calculate N1 and N2. Okay. Okay. What is the shortest wavelength line in the Paschen series of Li2 positive? What is the shortest wavelength line in the Paschen series of Li2 positive? Shortest wavelength मतलब energy क्या होगा? Highest.
Highest.
Okay. If energy is highest, the transition must be from infinity, Lyman series, Balmer series, Paschen series, उसके बाद bracket and fund. So the transition is from n equals to infinity to n equals to 3. Agreed? Okay. N equals to infinity to n equals to 3 मतलब 1 by lambda is equals to R. Z square is 9 हो जाएगा. Lithium into 1 by N1 square, which is 9 minus 0. So 9 cancel हो जाएगा. Lambda क्या हो गया? 1 upon option C.
सर पर क्वेश्चन में आंसर ए दिख रहा है करेक्ट.
Yes, sir.
इसमें कैलकुलेशन राइट?
यस सर. सर
कैलकुलेशन सही है ना?
आया सर.
शॉर्टेस्ट वेवलेंथ मतलब एनर्जी क्या हो गया?
हाईएस्ट.
हाईएस्ट एनर्जी. हाईएस्ट एनर्जी मतलब the transition has to be infinity to Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, उसके बाद ब्रैकेट एंड फंड ना. उसमें तो कुछ गलती नहीं है ना हमारा. Paschen, it is 1 by lambda is equals to R Z, hydrogen, helium, lithium. Z is 3. 3 square 9. Okay. The answer has to be 1 by R, option C. Okay. How many of you have marked it as option C? Okay. So there is a key change. Very good. Okay. Good. There is a key change. I will change the key and update your marks. Okay. Don't worry. We'll change the key. 45 na? Okay. Question number 46. Longest wavelength. इसका की सही दिया क्या? Longest wavelength मतलब lowest energy. So the transition is from n equals to 2 to n equals to 1. This is in Lyman series. Okay. Lyman series में least energy is 2 to 1. So 1 by lambda is equals to R Z square. Helium is 4 into 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4. 1 by lambda is equals to, can I say this as 4 cancel होगा, 3R होगा और lambda is equals to 1 upon 3R. Option B दिया इसका.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The answer is 1 upon 3R. Any doubt, anyone? Okay, very good. Question number 47. Easy question. It is absorbing wavelength of lambda and emitting two wavelengths, lambda 1 and lambda 2. Energy absorbed must be equal to energy released. Agreed? Conservation of energy. So 1 upon lambda must be equal to 1 upon lambda 1 plus 1 upon lambda 2. I have cancelled the part. So what is lambda equals to? Lambda 1, lambda 2 upon lambda 1 plus lambda 2. So option B. सही है ना?
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubt, let me know. Okay. Question number 4. Last 3 questions, everyone. इसके बाद एक 5 मिनट break लेते हैं. Last 3 questions. The emission spectrum was observed by the consequence of transition of electron from a higher energy state to ground state in lithium 2 positive. 6 different types of photons are observed during emission spectrum. Then what is the excitation state of Li2 positive? 6 photons कब आएगा? N has to be equal to 4. N equals to 4 मतलब can I say it is third excited state? They are asking about the excited state. It is third excited state. How many of you have marked the answer as 4? Option B. Okay, so read the question carefully. They're asking about what is the excited state, but what is the orbit? Okay, they're not asking about the orbit, they're asking about the excited state. N equals to 2, first excited state. N equals to 3, second. N equals to 4, third. Okay, so the answer is option A. Okay, next question. Similar question, we did this. क्लासरूम में किया है हमने. हमारा लास्ट क्वेश्चन यही है. This is N equals to infinity. Okay. First, second. Okay, they're not asking about infinity. They're asking about first and second. Wavelength of photon corresponding to first and second Lyman series and first Balmer series respectively. 1, 2, 3. First line मतलब Lyman series का 2 to 1 will be called as the first line. Okay. 3 to 1 will be called as the second line. Okay. इसके लिए वेवलेंथ क्या दिया है? लैम्डा 1 है. इसके लिए वेवलेंथ क्या दिया है? लैम्डा 2 है. फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ बामर सीरीज मतलब क्या होगा? 3 to 2. For this the wavelength is given as lambda 3. So E of 2, इसको 2 मान रहा हूँ, इसको 1 मान रहा हूँ, इसको 3 मान रहा हूँ. Okay, E of 2 must be equal to E1 plus E3. So Hc upon lambda 2 must be equal to Hc upon lambda 1 plus Hc upon lambda 3. Okay, or lambda 2 is lambda 1, lambda 3 upon lambda 1 plus lambda 3. Option B. Okay. Last question. If the shortest wavelength of hydrogen atom in Lyman series, shortest wavelength matlab 1 by lambda is equals to R 1 square into 1 by 1 square minus 1 by infinity. This will be the shortest wavelength, highest energy. Okay, so what is the value of R, or what is the value of lambda is given as X. Okay, so what should be the value of R? R is equals to 1 upon X. Longest wavelength in Balmer series. Longest wavelength मतलब क्या होगा? 1 by lambda is equals to R. Helium atom 4 हो जाएगा. Longest wavelength is 3 to 2. So 1 by 4 minus 1 by 9, which is equals to 9 minus 4. It is 5R upon 9. 4 cancel होगा. And we know the R, value of R as X. Sorry, value of R as 1 by X, na? So the answer is 5 upon 9x, or lambda is 9x upon 5. Option 1. Okay. Option A. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Take few minutes break. We will continue with limitations of Bohr's theory. Okay. Take 5 minutes break. We will continue with limitations of Bohr's theory. Okay. Even though Bohr's theory of atom is applicable to single electron species, there are some limitations. What is one obvious limitation for Bohr's theory of atom? Anyone?
Not applicable for others.
Not applicable for others. It is applicable only to single electron species. We won't be having all the time helium positive. We won't be having lithium 2 positive, so on and so forth. We will be having the atoms of helium as He, lithium as Li, so on and so forth. Okay. So Bohr's theory of atom is not applicable to multi-electron species, or he couldn't explain the spectrum of multi-electronic molecules or multi-electronic species. Okay, if you are having only one electron, then only he was able to explain the spectrum. If you are having more than one electron, then it will lead to a different spectrum. So he couldn't explain the spectrum of multi-electronic species. सबसे पहले, the most important limitation. Limitations of, I hope this is visible to everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Limitations of Bohr's theory. The most important limitation is he combined classical mechanics with quantum mechanics. Classical mechanics का मतलब क्या है? Classical mechanics is where Newton's laws are applicable. What are classical laws of motion? Are nothing but Newton's laws of motion, right? Quantum mechanics मतलब ये जो quantum physics है, this is a different section of science, and ये जो classical mechanics है, this is a different section. Classical mechanics मतलब where the Newton's laws are applicable in general, that is for the macroscopic world. Okay, where the motion of the objects can be seen. Suppose if a vehicle is moving from one position to another position, I can clearly say the distance traveled by that particular vehicle. I can comment on the speed of the vehicle. Okay, I can comment on the displacement of the vehicle, so on and so forth. Okay, that particular world is called as macroscopic world, which is visible to the naked eye. ये जो atom है, it is a microscopic entity, and on the microscopic entity, in general, we use quantum physics or we use quantum theory. Okay. Bohr ने क्या किया? He combined the classical mechanics with the quantum mechanics. Classical mechanics with the quantum mechanics का मतलब क्या है? He has given F centripetal is equals to centrifugal. याद है? He has equated forces. That particular relation is according to Newton's law, Newton's laws of motion. Okay. Whenever there is an object revolving around in a circle, it is experiencing a centripetal force, and because of its circular motion or rotatory motion, it is experiencing a centrifugal force. The centripetal force is equal to the centrifugal force, hence the electron is in a specific orbit. He has equated the forces, which is nothing but the classical mechanics. What is the statement for quantum mechanics? What is the postulate of Bohr, which is involving quantum mechanics?
Sir, you are not audible.
what I was saying is, ये जो बोर है, he has combined two principles. He has combined the principles of classical mechanics and he has combined the principles of quantum mechanics. But these are two different streams of science. You should not combine these principles. Quantum mechanics का principles जो है, in general they are applied for microscopic world. Classical mechanics का जो भी principles है, in general they are applied for macroscopic world. Okay, is that particular statement clear?
Yes.
The postulate of Bohr, which is dealing with that classical mechanics, is he has equated the forces, the inward force to the external force or the outward force. F centripetal force is equals to F centrifugal. Okay, that particular statement is based on the equating forces. Okay, there is one statement which deals with quantum mechanics, which is quantization of angular momentum. Quantization of angular momentum matlab mvr is equals to nh upon 2 pi. Okay, that particular statement is related to quantum theory, and the force balancing is related to classical mechanics. He has combined the principles of classical mechanics and quantum mechanics. ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. Okay, we will understand ये जो particular statement का और मतलब क्या होगा. We will understand some more principles of microscopic world. Okay, the principles which will be applicable only to microscopic world but not to macroscopic world. Okay, what is the first? What is the first limitation? Combined principles of classical mechanics. Classical mechanics मतलब इतना ही याद रखना, where Newton's laws are applicable, and quantum mechanics. Okay, what is the obvious limitation? He couldn't explain the spectrum of multi-electronic species. Couldn't explain spectrum of multi-electronic species. Okay, next limitation. He said that the angular momentum of the electron around the nucleus is quantized, and he has given a relation which is mvr is equals to nh upon 2 pi. Is there any justification for the relation? No. Did he give any proof? No, right? So that is one of the limitation. No justification for with the help of next theory which we are going to study, we will be proving that mvr equals to nh upon 2 pi. Okay, no justification for quantization of angular momentum, which is mvr equals to nh upon 2 pi. Okay, but this particular statement mvr equals to nh upon 2 pi is absolutely right. Okay, this particular postulate of Bohr is very, very, very important, and the same postulate is limitation also because there is no proof given. Most of the times, most of the questions which were asked in JEE Mains and NEET, if they are related to Bohr's theory, most of the times the question can be solved using mvr equals to nh upon 2 pi. बाद में आपको वैसे questions देता हूं मैं, we will see, but there is no justification given. Clear? Next limitation. Couldn't explain formation of chemical bond. If he is considering only single electron species, obviously he cannot explain the formation of chemical bond. How a bond is formed exactly between two atoms to form a molecule. Couldn't explain formation of chemical bond. Okay. Next. ये जो Bohr's theory है, it is applicable to only single electron species, or for single electron species, he was able to explain most of the observations. Okay. He was able to explain the hydrogen spectrum. He was able to explain the spectrum of all single electron species like helium positive, lithium 2 positive, beryllium 3 positive, so on and so forth. But even in these atoms, there were some limitations. The limitation is he couldn't explain. पहले ये statement सुन लेना. Couldn't explain splitting of spectral lines. Splitting of spectral lines in the presence of electric field, and that particular effect is called as Stark effect. Splitting of spectral lines in the presence of electric field, which is called as Stark effect. And magnetic field. And magnetic field, which is called as Zeeman effect. First, let us try to understand what is meant by splitting of spectral line. Okay. Suppose, everyone, if you are having a transition in hydrogen atom, and the transition in hydrogen atom, मान लेते हैं, it is from 2 to 1. Okay. It is from 2 to 1. Whenever you are having an electron coming from 2 to 1, how many different types of photons will you expect? This is n equals to 1, and this is n equals to 2. There is transition from 2 to 1. Please tell me how many different types of photons will you expect? 1. There has to be only one energy photon. Okay. Splitting of spectral lines in the presence of electric and magnetic field का मतलब क्या है? If this particular hydrogen atom is taken under the influence of an electric field, apply some electric field or apply some magnetic field, we will expect only single type of photon, but in the presence of electric and magnetic fields, there are multiple photons. There is more than one energy photon. Okay. Even though the transition is from 2 to 1, in all the cases, the transition is coming from 2 to 1. Okay. इसका मतलब क्या है? The energy of the electron is getting influenced because of the presence of electric and magnetic field. And how the energy of the electron exactly influenced cannot be explained by Bohr's theory. Okay. So he couldn't explain why the different energy photons are being emitted, even though the transition is from 2 to 1 in the presence of electric and magnetic field. Is this clear? Is the limitation clear?
Yes,
We will be
sir.
explaining this particular limitation after studying the actual model of the atom or the current existing model of atom. Okay. ये important है. From entrance point of view, you need to remember what is meant by Stark effect and what is meant by Zeeman effect. They will ask which of the following statements are true. They will say splitting of spectral lines in the presence of electric field is Zeeman effect. वो गलत होगा. In the presence of electric field, it is called as Stark effect. In the presence of magnetic field, it is called as Zeeman effect. Okay. Everyone, clear है?
Yes, sir.
हाँ
Yes,
सर
sir.
क्लियर है.
यहाँ पे एक स्टेटमेंट लिख रहा हूँ. Different energy photons are emitted in presence of fields. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. Next point. यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ. 6th point. Couldn't explain fine spectrum of atoms. Couldn't explain fine spectrum of atoms. इसका मतलब क्या है? In general, whenever the transition is from 2 to 1 or 3 to 1, 4 to 1, there has to be only single line. Okay, there has to be only single line. Fine spectrum मतलब क्या है? The energies of photons are varying by very slight amount. मतलब if I am अभी यहाँ पे if I zoom out, you feel all of these as single lines. Okay, यहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा बहुत दिख रहा होगा, but if you zoom in, you will see 2 different lines. Okay, there can be more than 2 lines. ये दो next limitation के लिए diagram लिखा है. Fine spectrum मतलब there will be 2 photons whose energy will be different by only slight value. Okay, suppose if one of the energy is 2 electron volts, the other energy is 2.001 electron volt. Okay, the energy is very slightly different. The difference is not so high, hence it is called as fine spectrum. Okay, he couldn't explain why there is fine spectrum. Again, we will understand this limitation only after studying the final model of the atom. So as of now, if you are observing the spectrum, if you are not zooming in, आपको दिखेगा there are only single lines. But if you zoom in, there is some fine lines. There are some fine lines separated by very slight amount. Okay, is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Last limitation. अभी ये जो पर्टिकुलर लिमिटेशन है यहाँ पे 6th लिमिटेशन जो भी लिखा है, दिस इज फॉर मल्टी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्पीशीज. सिंगल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्पीशीज में आपको फाइन स्पेक्ट्रम नहीं दिखेगा. एवरीवन, दिस इज आल्सो एन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. ही फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ही कुडंट एक्सप्लेन द स्पेक्ट्रम ऑफ मल्टी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्पीशीज. वो तो है ही है, उसमें भी देयर आर समथिंग कॉल्ड फाइन लाइंस. और जो फाइन स्पेक्ट्रम कैसे आता है, क्यों आता है, we will understand all these limitations in detail after studying the final model of the atom. Okay, so this is for multi-electronic species. Couldn't explain the fine spectrum of multi-electronic species. In case of hydrogen atom, ये जो particular diagram लिखा है, draw किया ना, this is for hydrogen atom. So in hydrogen atom, he couldn't explain the doublets. He couldn't explain the doublets present in hydrogen spectrum. Doublets का मतलब क्या है? Ideally, if there is transition from, even in the absence of fields, if there is transition from n is equals to n orbit to some n is equals to 1 या 2 a specific orbit, there has to be only one single photon. Always we used to do en2 minus en1. एक specific energy है. Okay, in general वही होगा if you are observing this in this way. But if you zoom in, for all cases you are able to see 2 different photons. यहाँ पे भी 2 photons, 2 photons, 2 photons, 2 photons. These are called as doublets. Okay, the energy difference between these two is very less. The energy difference between these two is very less. Even though the transition is between some 4 to 2 or some 3 to 1 or between 2 states, even though the transition is between between two states, we expect a single energy photon to be released, but in different atoms. एक atom में ये वाला energy release हुआ तो दूसरे atom में ये energy release हो रहा है. Okay, agreed. So he couldn't explain why is this happening. We will again explain this. Again, very important. We will be explaining this after studying the final model of the atom. And यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ. This particular limitation can be explained by spin quantum number. We will study about quantum numbers after studying the final atom. इसके नाम में ये quantum, मतलब this is related to the quantum theory. Okay. Okay, these are the limitations. I hope all of these limitations are clear, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, anyone? We will understand in detail how to explain these limitations. We will be explaining these limitations, but don't worry about what is meant by this splitting in the presence of electric field and magnetic field. देखेंगे हम, बाद में देखेंगे. Okay. ठीक है, I'm ending the lecture here. In the next lecture, we will be starting with de Broglie's hypothesis. So everyone, please study about de Broglie's matter-wave duality from your NCERT textbook for the next lecture. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Thank you.